Hello everybody, we are on example 1 in lesson 1-2. Translate a function. We're going to take functions and move them up, down, left, and right. We're going to graph the function f of x equals x squared on the domain -2 to 2, including -2 and 2. So we're going to then look at it if we move it down 3 units, and we'll take a look at the equation that would do that and the domain and range of the affected function. So here we go. We're going to go to our graphing calculator, and I'd like everybody to follow along if you have one at home. I'm going to show you how to put a domain into your y equals screen. So go ahead and type in y equals x squared. And to do a domain, to only see a specific part of the graph, here are the steps to follow. Actually, let's start by taking a look at the graph on a standard window. So this is the parabola y equals x squared, but they only want us to go from -2 to +2 for a domain. So basically, we want to create a domain so that we only see this red portion of the graph of y equals x squared. To do that, go back to the y equals screen, go to the very end of the line to the right, and hit the division sign. We're not actually dividing by anything, but we are setting up a domain using that slash, put a parentheses, and then type in x. Now we want to be greater than or equal to -2, but less than or equal to +2. For the interval -2, 2, this is how it would look in set builder notation. Unfortunately, on the calculator, we can't set this entire thing up in one sentence. Instead, we have to set it up in 2 parts. So first, we want to tell the function that we only want to see the graph when it's greater than or equal to -2. To get the greater than or equal to sign, it's above the test button right there. Sorry, it's above the math button. It's called test. So hit second, math. This is the test screen. And we want to get the greater than or equal to number 4, -2. That's basically this part of this inequality. We'll do this other part separately now. So we want to close the parentheses, put another slash or division sign, parentheses. Then you want it to tell it to have x less than or equal to +2. So second math, less than or equal to 2, close the parentheses. Now when you hit graph, it'll only show the red portion on the screen. Let me erase the red so you can see that it restricted the domain, so it's only gone from -2 to +2. Okay? So let's get rid of this other stuff and let's continue with the problem. They want us to graph the function that's 3 units down. So basically, we take every point on this graph, for example, this one, and this one, and we want to move them all 3 units down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it would look something like that. To achieve this, the equation would be y equals x squared minus 3. Subtracting 3 at the end of the function will slide it down 3. For the domain, we're still going from -2 to +2, so the domain is unaffected if you're only sliding the graph down or up. So the domain holds pat at -2, 2. But the range, however, is going to be different. The range of the original function, let's go original, y equals x squared. They told us to use a domain of -2 to +2. Its range talking about the black function now, the range reached a maximum of 4 and a minimum of 0. So the up and down, the range reached from 0 to 4. In the new function that we slid down 3 units, the range reaches a positive y value of 1, a maximum y value of 1, and a minimum y value of -3. So the new range will go from -3 to +1.